And welcome back to another thrilling installment of Turn the Page. That's right, we're here with you and even with guests. That's right, we've brought the executive producer along just to keep him from dipping into our pocketbooks again. But don't worry, we're going to talk about a lot of great stuff. No spoilers, but maybe some fringe benefits. We don't know yet. We'll find out when Ronnie starts talking. But by the way, I'm Tony Stevens. I'm your star power. This is Scott Hibbert to my right, and well, that's my left, actually, but whatever side he wants to be on because he writes the checks. And, of course, we've got my adorable sidekick along for the show. That's Ronnie Shanks. Say hello to everybody in the audience.
Howdy.
And that's kind of creepy, but that's okay. And we've also got the amazing sex appeal himself, the artist extraordinaire, John McClay, joining us again with some exoteric ideas about things. Say hi.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Mic check.
I saw that I'm now back to being the sex appeal and not Ghost Man.
Ghost
I don't
Man
know how I feel about
yeah,
that.
well, I mean, I don't want to give it away. I don't want everybody to know to start looking for your portrait. It seems like a bad idea.
No, don't tell people to look for that.
Well, I don't think anybody reads anymore, so they probably don't even know who Dorian Gray is. So it's all right.
But they can look it up. Libraries are still a thing, I think.
Wikipedia is a thing, Bub. I don't even think they go to libraries anymore because,
So libraries are no more.
it's a sensitive subject. I don't want to talk about it. 2020 has been bad to us, but by the time we see you again, it'll be 2021 and we'll find out what 2021 has in store for us. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the great news that we have going on here at the end of the year. Ronnie, go ahead and kick it off for us.
Well, great news, right?
Yeah, good news. Keep the people happy. It's Merry Christmas.
We will be fine with okay news or news that just isn't bad.
Unless you want to talk about how bad Cyberpunk is, then go ahead and talk about that.
Well, let's get one thing out of the way. The original actor for Boba Fett passed away the other day. And Jimmy Bullock will definitely be missed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is not good news, Ronnie. I'm sorry. You failed us.
I am sorry. I'm in Sassmaster mode right now. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's he'll be missed, and yeah, just he did great things.
He did an excellent part in that movie, and he will be missed. And many condolences to his family and friends.
Absolutely. And on to even better news. Cyberpunk is doing great on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Oh, wait, I lie. No, it's not. So, actually, Scott, you're the one that's been really keeping up with that, if you can fill us in on what...
been keeping up with the refunds, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, because, I mean... it's major. I mean, you have a major company that he spent almost a decade working on this project, highly anticipated, and then just did not deliver at all, like across the board. I mean, they did on the PC. I mean, PC just has like the normal issues like you would expect from open world game, but I mean the other platforms, the PlayStation, the Xbox, I mean, it was just bad. I mean,
like Grand Theft Auto 2 bad.
I mean, it's just really it's not, there's no real excuses for it, but at least they're taking ownership of it.
Yes.
They recognized the mistake. They even admitted, hey, we really dropped the ball here, and so they started working with Xbox and PlayStation, Microsoft and Sony. We getting those refunds out. So
I saw that Sony actually removed it from their store.
Yeah, Xbox did too.
I don't think that gamers out there want refunds. I think that they want a working game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With actual shading.
They want faces on their characters.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen of it, it looks... Back in the day, when I had a Sega Saturn, I used to play Virtua Fighter, and it was the first beta test version of Virtua Fighter, and that looked better than some of the things that I've seen on Cyberpunk.
Dude, The Crow on Sega CD looked better than this.
Yes.
Now, the good news is, though, for the PC players, I mean, it's fantastic experience, through the game. So, I mean, it's definitely, it's a game worth checking out once all the other stuff gets ironed out.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I have been playing it, and it is probably one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen. I could see why they would have issue with it, putting it on a PlayStation 4 from last gen. I have it on Stadia, so I don't actually even need a powerful PC to play it or a video game console. All I need is anything that connects through like Chromecast from Google, like my phone or my PC, my low-powered PC. But so far, I haven't had any issues with it. Now, like Scott said, like typical like games like this, when they're released on PC, will have bugs and stuff like that, and they'll get ironed out as they pop up. But
Any Bethesda player out there can tell you that.
Yeah, these things come down to like over ambition, and production time and demand. So like the game wasn't ready for the platform that it was going to be released on. They shouldn't have released it for that platform. They should have at least waited, or not released it at all for the PlayStation 4.
Well, they've been amping this for the entire year, though. I mean, this is
They
something.
have.
It's not like they didn't know it was coming out. They were stringing us along, bait and hook for an entire year. They were like, "Hey, your year sucks. There's a pandemic. Don't worry, we've got a really cool game coming out starring Keanu Reeves."
Yeah.
And then all of a
You
sudden,
just have to buy a new PC or a new console to play it.
Well, I mean, even the newest consoles that came out are having a hard time with it. So it's still.
Yeah, it's a very intensive game graphically, like, and all the stuff that I was interested in, like the ray tracing, that was kind of, at the last minute. I don't want to say it was an afterthought, but like, it wasn't designed with like ray tracing in mind. I'm pretty impressed with it, but they totally dropped the ball, and I would put it on the executive side of was it CD? What was the name of the company?
CD Project Red. Yeah.
CD Project Red. Not the developers themselves. I think the developers did a great job for the time that they were allotted. It's just they were basically having to bite off more than they could chew. And then deadlines were pushed back for that reason, but they weren't pushed back far enough. It's all kind of over-promising from the executive side.
It was an ambitious project.
Yeah, it really was. I don't want to, say that, put this on the shoulders of the software developers. I think they did a fantastic job with the time they had. I put it solely on the marketing team and the executives at CD Projekt Red for basically marketing us a game that wasn't ready.
well, I mean, they had cinematics that looked pretty good. Somebody had to have done that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's there's a lot that goes into a game, code wise, and sometimes that code can mesh in ways you didn't expect it to and cause glitches. So all those things have to be ironed out, and it takes time. You don't even know there's bugs in there until you play through the game a million times.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I did play Halo 2 enough to know that if you're in the Blood Gulch, watch out for that wall because I'm hiding inside of it with a bazooka. But yeah, you know what? Good news in actuality. Disney Plus is going to give us some good things. We got Marvel shows coming out of the wazoo. And I got to tell you, one of the ones that I am the most excited about is Loki. The trailer dropped. It looks amazing. It looks like a Mindbender.
Yeah, I'm really interested in
That's what
Loki.
you're going for.
Yeah, She-Hulk. Well, but she has to. Once they actually announce her superhero outfit, then I'll be excited because she can't fight crime as an attorney.
Now, I have a question for you, Tony.
Nobody reading that Marvel Christmas book. What do you got for me, Ghost Man?
The Loki trailer once, so I wasn't able to follow it as well as I would have liked. Could you explain what exactly like you think or people are thinking is going on? Like, is he like, is he still in possession of the Tesseract? Because
I don't think he
gone.
actually is. No, it doesn't look like he is still in
No.
possession of the Tesseract or the Cosmic Cube or whatever we want to call it right now. It looks similar to what happened to the Red Skull. It teleported him somewhere else, and he's just dealing with the consequences of that. And eventually, it looks like he's running for president from the end of it when he says, you should have expected this.
Would I vote for Loki?
Vote for Loki pin on his lapel. But he is wearing the good guy Loki outfit. And that has me wondering if we're getting a whole new redemption story for Loki, because this isn't redeemed Loki that we had in the movies. Obviously, we went back in time to Avengers.
This is right after he did a very bad thing.
Yeah, this is crazy Loki. Loki who hasn't gone through the pain of losing his mother yet. Loki who hasn't lost his father, who hasn't
reconciled with his
brother, that he's dead like 100 times. Like this is previous Loki. So
this is angry Loki.
It is angry Loki, but it does seem like he's going to get his own redemption story within that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's working for the TVA as well.
Right. Well, but a bad guy working for you because you're forcing him to. I mean, we've all seen Suicide Squad and know that doesn't always work out in your favor. Harley Quinn.
Now, what's the TVA? Is it Time something Association?
Yes.
Time something Association.
Tom works there.
Tom.
Oh,
yes. No.
Yeah,
no, he owns it.
What I thought was awesome was just seeing that the Living Tribunal exists in the MCU.
Yeah, you can definitely see that on the
before.
background. So they're obviously putting a twist on it to where we're not going to actually see what do you like to call it, McClay? An abstract. It doesn't look like they're going to show us an abstract character, but rather a council of some sort. So it looks really interesting, and of course they're going to be tying these. If you look at it, it's over the length of a normal movie. So they're talking about not even 8 episodes, right? It's like 6 episodes a piece.
Yeah, 6.
So you're looking at
not
just
long.
over a 3-hour long movie with these episodes coming out. So I'm guessing that each of these actors, the big names, as they get them to come in, are coming in and filming a movie, and then they're just chopping it up and pushing it out on time. But we do know that it's going to correlate heavily into the movies. We know big time right now that almost every single friggin' Spider-Man that's ever existed, except for the one on the original 1970s TV show, is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie.
Wow.
So it looks like.
So have they tapped Nicolas Cage yet? I want to see
I
a
was gonna go
cameo
that
of
route
Nicolas
too.
Cage.
They really do need to have Nicolas Cage be there, and they do need to have him as Spider-Man Noir.
Yes.
If they don't, then at least
like live action Spider-Man Noir starring Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, no,
That would be
happen.
amazing.
I would watch the crap out of that. That's way better than telling
Disney,
me that
are you
Tobey
listening?
Maguire's
This is a
coming
new
back
show.
to cry.
Right here. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be Disney. It would be
Staying alive.
is it still Fox.
Hold on, I'm
Sony.
going through my Venom emo phase. Oh man, I hate Tommy. No, those movies were horrible, and I can't blame that solely on the actor. I have to blame that on the execs, the executives, and Raimi himself.
I hate to blame Raimi, but I'm going to agree with you. Like for 3 at least, Raimi's actually a very good, competent director.
But he makes
I don't
some
know if he's
choices.
a comic fan or not. But the
He makes
first
some
2
choices.
Spider-Man 2 was fantastic.
3 was out of his reach.
and I think-
those execs.
Yeah,
Octavius is supposed to come
the
back.
execs did it. They put him on a time limit. It was Sony.
Yep.
It's
There you
Sony's
go.
fault.
It's Sony's fault. Well, I mean, they're the top dog, so everything they're responsible for. So if they make a bad movie, they can't blame the director.
It rolls
It's their
down
fault
to
for
him.
hiring him.
Yeah.
You know?
But the good news about that is you got the returning villains, though. I mean, you
Yeah,
have
Doc
Doc Ock is coming back. You also have Electro coming back.
And they've been talking about actually getting the Green Goblin to make an appearance as well. I don't know if that's
Yes.
been confirmed completely or not. They have been talking to Willem Dafoe. Of course, if you get Willem Dafoe to come back, that would be amazing. But that shows us a multiverse, which comes about a year before what we know is the working title of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So it looks like a lot of stuff is in store for what their second set of phases is going to be. Their shows look really exciting, which is good because their next few movies kind of seem underwhelming. Not exactly excited about the Eternals.
We need to get through Black Widow first.
Right?
Well, I am excited to have her have a movie, but Hawkeye's getting a show, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of credit going out where credit's due, and there's also the Eternals coming out as a movie for some reason.
Yeah, that's coming
Oh.
out. And then I forgot what was coming out. There's just so much.
The Star Wars.
That's coming out.
What's some of the
yes.
Star Wars shows that they have landed trailers
Oh, there's so
Yeah,
many.
Ronnie?
So many.
That they landed trailers for?
Well, I mean, that they've
Just-
announced
yeah,
as
announced.
official shows.
Okay. Well,
Mace Windu? No.
Are we getting a Mace Windu
No.
show?
no,
They
we're not
better
getting a
give me
Mace
a-
Windu show.
Beep, beep. Mace
What
are we
Windu
getting?
show.
Well, one of my most anticipated ones is going to be the Bad Batch series, which is a continuation of the Bad Batch from the Clone Wars cartoon, which
Animated,
is
right?
animated, and they're kind of like the special super elite units of clone commandos, but they all are vastly different. Like you have like the tank, like he's like really big, tall, muscular guy. It's then you have the leader, which is obviously Rambo as a clone trooper. And then it's really cool. It's like I can't wait to see that and how it plays into Order 66 and everything. And it's I mean, you have Palpatine coming back for that. But that's one of my most anticipated ones. But I'm also really anticipating Ahsoka Tano, and also the show that was just announced today, which is probably my most anticipated show, The Book of Fett.
So, Boba Fett show.
It's a Boba Fett series, and it's about time. Because I mean,
Like
it's
Time
it's
travel?
about
It's about
that's
Boba
going
Fett.
to be a Boba Fett series, and it's going to
it's
be
about
coming
time
out.
We had one.
Yeah, it's about time we had one. It's going to be December of next year that we get to see it,
Yeah.
along with Mandalorian season 3 airing at the same
Now,
time.
in all that, yes, I really am serious. I want a Mace Windu show starring
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson. We are getting a Nick Fury show starring Samuel L. Jackson, so that's cool,
Yes.
especially since it's going to be about the secret invasion, and
Yes.
it's actually going to involve him and his Skrull buddies apparently fighting against bad Skrulls, is what it looks like.
Yeah, I would see both
so
of those.
that will be exciting. But to follow that up, give me a Mace Windu show where he doesn't
Mhm.
just get pushed out of a window by an emo, angsty teenager.
Spider-Man?
Who is actually coming back for the Obi-Wan TV series?
Yes.
Now, Obi-Wan getting his own, that is actually pretty cool. Hopefully they don't make it too much about any kind of a Skywalker, because the Skywalkers do have a tendency to take themselves a little too seriously. Kind of happy that they're all dead.
Yes.
And one thing that I want to touch on with the Marvel
She's a Palpatine, dude.
was the What If show. I'm really anxious
Oh
to watch that.
yes,
What
that's
if does
gonna
look
be good
pretty
too.
amazing.
The
It does look
animation looks gorgeous.
So far, the only one that I've seen the previews to, though, is What If Peggy Carter became the super soldier. I'm excited about seeing it. It looks really good and clean. And then seeing what they have in store for us after that, the rest of the What If universe would be very fun.
There's another segment of it too that showed a little bit of what if T'Challa was picked up instead of Peter Quill to become Star-Lord.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do with that.
You know,
I mean, that sounds like an interesting thing, I guess. I just don't know what to do with that personally.
hey, we're gonna do the what ifs, man. We should go ahead and do the Marvel Zombies while we're at it.
Or like,
yeah,
what
it
if
looked
the
like
Marvel
that.
universe had mutants?
There was a bit in the preview that had
There's
that.
there's a scene where it shows Bucky hitting a
I
zombie
think.
cap.
And it looked beautiful.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me there was a scene where Bucky hit Wolverine in the face, and then it would be, what if Marvel had mutants? That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh yeah,
Well,
They have
we
had a
might
lot
get
of good
it.
news
Yeah,
coming
in
out
there.
on Fantastic Four and the rest of the crew. The only thing that they have been very tight-lipped about is what they're going to be doing with the X universe.
And I think maybe it's because I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but I'm hoping that WandaVision,
Yeah.
Loki, and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are going to tie into that somehow because they're all connected.
Yeah,
X-Men
I just
from a
don't
different
want to.
universe.
They did say that they were talking to Hugh Jackman about coming over. Maybe if they just did some sort of a multiverse where they showed that there's been another universe
No.
with Marvel properties going on, that's fine. I just don't want them to bring that guy out of retirement so that people can think that he's going to be Wolverine forever.
Yeah.
Not that I
no,
have a
no.
problem with Hugh Jackman at all. We all know I love Hugh Jackman. I would staple a picture of his face to my face just to pick up hotter chicks. But give us a new Wolverine so that we can go ahead and move on.
I love how like
Absolutely.
Deadpool handles it, like the Wolverine versus the Hugh Jackman, and I think that it'd be awesome if they bring Deadpool over as is, right? And so in Deadpool universe, like there are X-Men, and they're played by actors, and one of the actors is Hugh Jackman. They make comment of it, and so like the X-Men movies that we are aware of are films in the Deadpool universe.
And he is a
And so
pair
it's
of
like
them as well.
yeah, and so like the real X-Men, we don't know what they look like outside of Colossus and a few others. So if they just bring all those over, it's like, yeah, they've been here. You know, they'll come over with them. However, Deadpool gets over to the MCU.
They're
I think
hiding in
that'd be a
the-
nice way to tie everything up into a nice little bow. So you can have like the
Well,
old.
it'll be interesting to see if that bow has an R rating on it. Because this is going to be Disney's house that Deadpool's going to be living in. And let's face it, he's not a princess. But we'll see. He probably will put on a dress at some point
Well,
in time.
You got to think, so Disney does have all the Fox properties, and there is an Alien TV series coming too.
That's true.
Yeah.
No.
They also got the other Marvel stuff, the Howard the Duck, and those animated ones are gonna be more mature rated on Hulu.
Ooh, Howard the Duck
Yeah.
versus Aliens. I would watch that.
I would pay to see a Howard the Duck bot versus the aliens.
Yeah, absolutely.
In other news, that's going to be it for right now. Go ahead and check out our nice, entertaining segment of commercial blocks and join us right back here in just a bit for our main segment. We're going to be talking about a merry, beautiful Christmas and a happy new year, and maybe even throw in some stuff about this cool new thing I heard about called Heavenscape.
What's that?
If you want to know more, join us.
All right, listen up, guys. There's going to be cool new stuff coming out. I've heard a lot about some Marvel shows and some Disney Plus stuff. Nothing really good out of DC. Don't pay attention to DC only. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, and by the way, I heard about this new underground thing coming up that Disney and Marvel need to buy out. It's called Saturday Night Gaming, Heavenscape Productions. Yeah. There's this guy called the Strathmore. I heard he could take on the Wolverine with one arm tied behind his back. Check it out. Check it out. You can tune in on anything like iTunes or Podbean or the new Google subscriptions. Or you just look it up. Just Google it. Just Google it. And then check back in with me next time, because I'm going to sit here and continue to watch my favorite show called Turn the Page.
Hey, welcome back to Turn the Page. We missed you. We love you. We're so glad you're still here. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share with your grandmother, because she loves to hear me talk too. Now, I want to go ahead and get into something real quick. It's a touchy subject. It's a sensitive subject. I don't want anybody getting their egos bruised here, but it is Christmas time. Is everybody having a Merry Christmas? That's you guys. Are y'all having a Merry Christmas?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not waiting for the viewers to respond to me. Ronnie, how's your Merry Christmas going?
Everything's on fire. Wait, what? No, everything's fine.
Okay, so drink some coffee. You'll get over it. It'll be okay.
He was able to secure
Eggnog.
PS5, so Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh, he secured the PS5 from that ad we saw the other day?
have you guys purchased all your Oculus Quest 2s yet? Because they're sold out now.
Funny you should say that.
Funny you should say that because we actually have.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually
No,
a
no,
it's
really,
a
it's
box
not.
set.
Yeah, that.
Is it just a box?
It's just the box.
Yeah, there was stuff in the box, but it was not the Oculus.
Is
It's
that
the box set.
Don?
Yeah, it was replaced by Pops.
Oh, it's from your dad?
No, Funko
No,
Pops.
Funko Pops.
Oh,
You get 2 more guesses on who put the Funko Pops inside the Oculus box.
I'm assuming
It's got
it's
to be
Sean.
somebody that has an Oculus.
Sean.
Yeah. You got it. Why would he need that? Okay, so
There they are.
there they are, box set. Now, oh, and all the Funko Pops. Thanks to Sean. No, Merry Christmas. How's your
Absolutely.
Christmas going, McClay? How's McClay Christmas?
I don't know.
Well, you
How's
still
that?
waiting for it to happen after it happens?
You know,
and you can
ever
review
since
it?
I turned about 80 or 90, Christmas just comes and goes.
Look, Bob Cratchit, don't make me remind you of why everyone needs to have a Merry Christmas and a little bit of Christmas spirit or Hanukkah spirit or Kwanzaa spirit or whatever holiday you preface. Have a good one this year. That's what I'm wishing for you.
Absolutely.
Now, I've got this thing in my house. I don't know if anybody else is having this problem. I don't know if I should call like a pest control company, but there's an elf that has been screwing with all my stuff and changing places every single day. Is anybody else having problems with these elves?
Mine's a superhero.
Never had a problem with it.
It's
Not anymore.
It's selfie.
yes.
I did.
Get the old Stormbreaker and
I do
swat
not
it.
have any problems in here.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
shit.
did. It's dead.
See, that's the answer
That's
to
my
an elf
solution.
when you have a kid-free home.
Hire me.
I'll come out and squish your elf for you.
So hire me, and I can take care of it for you.
But can you handle crying children? Because that's what you get after that. Now, all this stuff. Actually,
oh,
I've been
absolutely,
having.
because they're not mine, and I can leave.
You do get to leave. You're like a grandparent. You can load them up on candy and then walk away. That's great. I'm happy. I can't wait till your kid comes to reality. When there's a little Ronnie Shanks Jr., I'm going to come over there and I'm going to have an assortment bag of fun-size candies. And I am just going to feed him Snickers after Kit Kat bar. And I'm not going to tell you about it. You're going to be like, why is his face covered in crud? Why won't he stop screaming? And I'll
Just
just
give him
laugh.
like a bunch of pixie sticks.
Yes.
And I will gift you Play-Doh.
I'll be like the drug dealer and he's the one giving you dangerous stuff to worry about.
Which does not come off the wall unless you sand it.
Especially once it hardens. Yeah,
Yeah.
you let that stuff dry.
There's a parent pro tip.
Really? Interesting.
Yes, you have to sand it once it dries on the wall.
Even the magic eraser won't do it.
Mm-mm.
You've actually got to go to Home Depot to take care of that stuff. But yeah, no, kids, they're great. They're awesome. I think combined we've got, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a lot of kids out there.
More than 10.
Yeah. Anyway, I actually have been having a very festive year this year. As you all remember, I got married this year. So that means that I have new Christmas protocols to follow, which includes getting a freshly chopped tree. That was fun. Decorating it. Elves disappearing and reappearing all over the place like cockroaches. And sneaking into my office, messing up my toy collection. This elf is really... Sammy Elf Jackson is getting into a lot of trouble.
Has he shown up in your office, Tony?
He has, yes. He opened my Funko Pops for me. He disturbed my Loki collection. So Sammy Elf Jackson's getting into a lot of trouble, but I love my daughter, and she seems to be very protective of this elven entity. So I'll let it slide for now. But I do want to ask you a question. What are some of your favorite holiday traditions? Something that maybe you had from your childhood that you carry on now, or something that your wife has enforced? Either one is fine. We'll start with you, Ronnie.
Yeah, since you're the only one that has a wife up here.
He's
Wait.
looking. He's either frozen,
He's contemplating.
or he's like, bah humbug.
Yes.
I'm joking. No, my favorite tradition is to watch Die Hard every year. That has
I
been ever
hear
since I
that
was a
that's
kid.
going to happen soon,
It's a Christmas movie.
Yes.
this Sunday.
I even have a special sweater for that event too.
Nice.
They actually have the Christmas themed Funko Pops out right now, and they do have Die Hard.
Really?
Yes.
Is it like a Bruce Willis with no shoes and a tank top all bloodied up?
Yes.
I need that.
Yeah, with glass. It actually has like little
Glass shards.
glass shards at the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
What?
Yep.
Gonna have to find that. What about you, McClay? Do you have any great Christmas or holiday traditions that you like to abide by?
I mean, traditions are best shared with people. There's no people here at the moment, but I do have a little tree I pull out every year and I decorate it. Put
Does
lights
the
on
cat help you decorate it?
No, he does not.
Does he help you
and
knock
nor
it
do I
over?
want him to.
Does he help you knock it over?
No, he's pretty good about it. But like, I turn the light off when I remember to. And then if I do remember to turn it off, sometimes I don't always remember to turn it back on. So it's just an unlit tree right now. And it's been like that for days. That's kind of sad, actually, now that I think about it. I should probably go up and turn it on. But yeah, I don't really
need
have
you to
any
do that as
traditions.
soon as this show's over. I'm going to need you to turn that tree light on.
Right. I'll send you a picture.
Yes,
I took
please.
all back of it on. But
It's one of the great things actually about being married is that I don't get to make a lot of my own decisions as far as
great.
the holiday is concerned. But at the same time, I'm not the one really turning on or off these lights. I walk in and it's like a new house every single day. I go to work, I come back, artwork hung around the house.
That's nice.
Elf somewhere
Yeah, I like all
else,
that stuff.
lit tree somewhere else, a bag of candy, I noticed the bag of candy. I didn't really notice everything else. Sometimes it's always the question, did you notice? That I fear the most, because I don't really know what I didn't notice, but I know that I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
So I
really on
immediately
that.
start looking around.
If you're
I
ever
relate to that.
noticed, the answer is yes.
Yes, your hair looks beautiful.
Yes.
I love how
Yes,
Scott
that
has
dress
his,
is great.
stockings
And then
up,
you
too.
realize it's not even about her appearance, it's about the house's appearance. And don't confuse the hallway with the foyer. I tell you that much. That's not just an entryway hallway, that's actually a foyer, and then there's the hallway. Get the two of them straight in your head so that you can differentiate where the new pictures have been hung. But no, I kid. Actually, great wife, does a lot of good things. I've had a lot of good Christmas spirit this year. Normally, I like to get into the bah humbug mood, but going to
Me
be
too.
watching some Die Hard with some friends and cooking food and having fun. Actually, I heard that there's a great new gift coming out this year for those that are looking for the perfect thing, and it is free. Can you believe that? Yeah, free gift. All you have to do is download a podcast app. It could be Podbean. It could be Google. I never remember what the Google one is called. And it's the one I use. That's the crazy thing. I don't use iTunes or anything else. There's iTunes as well. I love them. I don't have a Apple.
Spotify, Pandora,
all of those.
Amazon.
Download one of those and then go ahead and find Saturday Night Gaming. You can find it for your family, your friends, everybody, and go ahead and get them started on the Saturday Night Gaming podcasts, because the greatest thing has happened this year. I hear that those wacky geniuses over at Saturday Night Gaming actually wrapped up their first season of Heavenscape successfully.
Awesome.
And only a lot of people died.
Just a lot.
Some sacrifices had to be made, but they have had a successful season. You should check it out, starting with Gloom, and then just follow it straight on up. Several great shows came out released with that, and it is a connected narrative. If you're missing going to the movie theater, don't worry. You've got a podcast. Movies up here. So that's what you should check out this year. I've actually heard that they've done some great things. They've got some great characters. Stein being one of them. Watch out for his wacky antics. John the Red is actually, I hear that in the next 3 years, they're going to make a plush toy out of John the Red.
Oh, that would be such an awesome plush toy.
It would be the most amazing plush toy, and
That'd
he'll
be
actually
awesome.
have a cloak that opens up. He'll have stored bloodberry jam. Everybody will want one.
Scott, that's a great product idea for you.
Bloodberry
right
Jam or John the Red or both.
Oh, no, you both. You little John the Red plush. You get a John the Red, like a beard, like crocheted beard. You can get a John the Red, like bloodberry jam. There's tons of marketing potential here.
There is actually, and I know somebody who is amazing at making plushes and toys. So I'll actually call her up later and see what she can do for us.
John the Red.
John the Red plush toys. Get that started in the Elf Workshop. Yeah, do that.
We need John the Red Pop's what we need.
We do need a John the Red pop. I could
Ooh,
probably.
That'd be good.
Oh, yeah.
There is a fella that I know of. He's actually working on taking pops and then he scrapes them down and then makes his own out of them. That'd be interesting. Maybe we can start our own turn the page, make a pop giveaway or something like that. Scott actually
That'd
has
be
to sit
neat.
here next to me while I start making promises I don't have authentication for yet. But yeah, we'll go ahead and if you make the best, create your own Heavenscape character. It can be a Funko Pop or just take a Marvel Legends toy, screw it up, and then put it back together as Strathmore or Stein or John the Red. Any of them, go ahead and listen to our entire podcast series. Pick out your favorite character, reshape a toy for it, and then send us pictures of it. And if you win, you will get the very first commissioned John the Red plush.
It's pretty good.
That face right there, that's the face of promise.
Can I enter? Is this barred to all employees?
You can enter.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. But you got to do the work. You can't just CGI this thing on your phone.
why not? I'm just gonna send you a picture.
No,
of a toy.
it's got to be a picture
No.
of a physical thing. I want you to get your hands dirty,
You're
John.
not gonna know if it's physical.
I will
procedure.
know. I know where you live, sir. I will sneak into your house at night and I will ask your cat if you lied.
And
Cats
he'll
are always
say,
honest.
"Of course
They
not,
don't
John
tell
tells the
lies."
truth.
Huh?
What?
I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send you a real picture, of a real toy that I have personally remade into John the Red.
I want to see this now.
And then if I win, I
If
want
you
that
win.
John the Red plushie.
I also want this to happen for you if you win.
Now, is this going to be a random choosing, or is this like
No,
you know,
I'm going to pick the best
merit-based?
one.
Those
I
merit-based.
won't skip you over just because I'm partial or anything like that. Now, I might not know who made which custom figure, but I will just look at the series of pictures and I'll pick the best one.
Maybe we should have like, if you're going to do this, you need to have an independent, like a verified independent, like picker, because there might be some like suspicion of bias here if I win.
It's true. I'll get my wife to do it.
Or maybe I shouldn't enter. Yeah.
You should enter. No, go ahead and
I'm
enter. We're
officially
just not
now
going to tell
withdrawing.
her that you did it. That's the whole thing. Like Ronnie
How
might
about
have
this?
done it.
Like I'll enter, but I won't enter as myself.
One of
if I
our top
win,
fans might have done it, but I'll blindfold my wife. Well, obviously she can't be blindfolded. She has to look at the pictures of the toys to pick the best one. But then we'll take the blindfold off. She'll look at the figures. She'll say, that's the most amazing one there is. And then she'll point at it, and that person will get a John the Red
and
plushie.
if it's me, she'll have to point at another one. But then the person who wins will not feel as good because I beat them technically.
Just because.
You know, maybe we
Okay,
shouldn't.
well,
we
that's
should
fair. We won't let you run. We'll just
No, we
get
should
you
have
the first. I tell you what. We'll give away a John the
I'll
Red
just
plush to the
purchase one
winner,
from-
and then we'll make you purchase one from
Okay.
our laborers.
Or you could just give me one, like, you know, next week when I see you.
Laborers.
No. The labor department at Saturday Night Gaming actually can't work that fast. I'm not going to make that kind of a promise, but maybe by March of next year, which also you should be looking out for next year. We're going to be releasing a Heavenscape, how to play your own Heavenscape book, basic rule book. All right. So that was already completely greenlit off of the Kickstarter project and is in the works. That means it is coming to you soon. That's very exciting. I hear that there's actually all the grandmas that I keep telling to like and subscribe to this show are actually pre-ordering those things off the shelves. And all of the geriatric communities will be abuzz with their own Heavenscape games very soon. Is it wrong to call them geriatric? Is that offensive? The slightly less young but just as beautiful people communities is what I meant to say.
I don't know what to say about that. What I can tell you though is that yes, the Heavenscape game is coming soon. We're putting the kind of finalizing touches on it. We don't want to turn into a cyberpunk. So
Yeah, we're not going to give you a Cyberpunk 2077 situation. So if you are chronologically advanced and you still want to play Heavenscape, we have it ready for you, and we are going to put it on an easy to order site so that you don't get confused by any of the buttons, whether you're young or old.
yep, and definitely tune into the Facebook page is the best way to get the updates. The Saturday Night Gaming Facebook page.
That is a good place to go. I often frequent the place.
And if you don't participate with Facebook, that's understandable. You can always check us out on our Kickstarter page, which you can't pledge anymore because the campaign's over, but you can still check in for updates.
And look at the pretty pictures.
Indeed.
Whoever that artist is amazing. Just saying. No preference at all. And I hear they have a backup artist, equally amazing. He might even win a John the Red plush toy.
Man, if only I knew who they were.
Indeed.
But in all things, humility, because hubris is horrible. But we do want to wish you a happy Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
Cthulhu. Wait, what?
Cthulhu, Onistic Christmas. If your Santa Claus only has one eye and you celebrate burning a Yule log, then maybe you're at my house. And until we see you next year after the great ball drops and this becomes 2021 or everything crashes into doom like Planet Fiat-ish. And if you want to know about that, just tune in to Saturday Night Gaming podcasts and beware at your own risk. Until next year, this is Tony Stevens, your star power. Hoping to see you again, hoping you have the most blessed holidays that you can enjoy with your family, friends, and don't forget to give everyone a good hug. I don't care if you have to put on plastic gloves and wear a mask to do it, but hugs are necessary during the holiday season.
Absolutely. Definitely now.
You heard that, Ronnie. So on Sunday when you come over for Die Hard, I know that you're going to be giving me a hug. But wear a mask. Not because I'm afraid of you breathing on me, just because. I want it to be an Amber Heard mask. Thank you. And that's perfect. Johnny Depp's mask. All right. Until next year, this is Tony Stevens, Star Power, signing off for everybody here at Turn the Page. Don't forget, we love you. Click like, subscribe, share with your family, friends, and of course, grandma or chronologically advanced beauties. You go ahead and click like and subscribe to us too. We'll be looking forward to seeing you back here in 2021.